Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I just want to talk about the state of the NA Central region in general and just kind of the stuff I've been witnessing over the past couple months. Over the past year and a half, we have seen the region slowly unfortunately fade into Peterbot and friends, and it seems at times that the region has just lost its competitive edge. Teams, at least to me, now seem to be, instead of competing to win the FNCS, are just competing for those land spots that you get if you place in the top 5. It seems to me that they feel that winning is impossible nowadays. Peter's complete dominance of NA Central is something that we have literally never seen before, and I will assume it will never happen again. We have seen similar dominance before, like Booga's 3 FNCS wins in a row, Tayson's early Chapter 2 dominance, but nothing compares to what we're seeing right now from Peterbot on NA Central. For example, Peterbot has won the last 12 Cash Cups in a row. He has not lost a Cash Cup since November. From the time that Peter has not lost, for reference, 55 million people have been born. The Earth has traveled 750 million miles around the sun, and there have been over 8,000 earthquakes worldwide. This level of consistency is unheard of, period, in a competitive game, where factors like evolving strategies, shifting metas, and variance across trios, the game itself, and the skill level of other players often prevent the best of the best players from maintaining prolonged dominance. Peter's raw ability to adapt and stay ahead of the competition and perform under pressure suggests not just talent, but a deep understanding of the fundamentals of the game and a clearly unmatched work ethic. A streak like this raises an interesting question. Is NA Center really just a dead region, or is there hope that Peterbot can be defeated? Of course, we know that Peterbot is not invincible. He just lost the most recent FNCS to Poyo, Acorn, and Agers, although still placing second. He doesn't win every solo Cash Cup. However, he has recently been dropping back-to-back 20-plus kill games in Cash Cup final lobbies, which is absolutely astounding. Even thinking extremely optimistically, it's really hard not to see Peterbot winning the next few FNCSs and even winning LAN. But this also does not necessarily mean that the whole region itself is uncompetitive. Even if we automatically pencil down Peter to win the entire event, watching other top teams compete, even if it's for second place, is still entertaining. But the big question really is, can teams actually compete with Peter to win it all? If we look towards other regions, like EU, I truly do believe that trios like Vino, Flixie, and Vico, and Swizzy, Queasy, and Mustache can still compete with Peter at some level. And even on NA, trios like Acorn, Poyo, and Agers, who we have seen defeat Peterbot's trio, and Clix, Iamzo, and Higgs can still put up a fight. Peter's trio may be able to beat any other trio in the world at fighting, but other trios still have advantages like better map positioning and better rotates. 90% of the time, Peter's trio just makes up for this by running everyone down all the time and never losing a fight. But if that 10% is the case 2 or 3 times in a tournament, it truly becomes everyone's game again. Even though I'm quite the Peterbot hater, I do still struggle to see him losing this Grands and even the next few. I mean, with the dominance he's putting up, I mean, even if we look to another competitive region, EU, where we see Vico, Flixie, and Vino winning a lot of the tournaments, we still know that there is competition on these regions and that it's just not over the second the tournament starts. You don't break point records every single week without being the best trio in the world by far. Even with the switch around of players, with Ritual returning to the trio, they're still not losing. Now, many people would say that Ritual is definitely a downgrade from Poyo in terms of still pure fighting skill, but with Cold and Peterbot still on the trio, there's literally no way this trio loses a fight. The only way I really could see them losing a Cash Cup or an FNCS is if they get teeny stratted by like a nearby team, because of how split they land. If you don't know what that is, back in Chapter 4, Teeny and another pro player, Misha, on EU, used a strategy of sneaking up on teams who landed split drops and taking out the solo player who is around them and wiping that player out. As you can see on the diagram on your screen right now, Peter's team lands quite far away from Peterbot, and if Peter gets jumped by a team around him, there's not really much they can do to help, even running at full speed with bats and chugs. I still think this Grands will be quite interesting, even if Peter is ahead by a couple hundred points, but it just will not be as competitive for that top spot as you would hope for. Personally, I would like to thank you guys for just watching this video and kind of listening to my rant about what this region has really become. I really hope you did enjoy it. If you did like the video, please comment and tell me your top 5 for FNCS this season. Personally, I'm obviously going Peterbot first. I'm going with Acorn in second, Clicks in third, Kanata in fourth, and Muzz in fifth. To be honest, you could probably switch around any of those teams in second to fifth place, and it would make sense to me. I mean, we have seen Muzz kind of fall off recently, and Kanata with the new trio kind of been on the rise recently. Clicks and Acorn always around that second to third place, but Peterbot, I mean, consistently in first place. It's not even a competition. Some other trios that you could see in the top five soon: Bolts' trio with Rap and I think Yapko, Cooper, Sphinx, and Vidil. They have been bullied out of their draw spots recently, and they just placed, I think, 32nd in the most recent Cash Cup. But we do know that this team has the mechanical skill and the skill to succeed in an FNCS. So any one of those teams could strive. Also, the team with Lensa Demon Dojo now. I can't remember their names. It's Tyler's team. I don't remember who else is on the team. They also could do very well. Any one of those trios you could put in the second to fifth place, but I really just don't think anyone's beating Peterbot at this point. I still think that the regions should be fun to watch, especially if you are an NA West enjoyer, which I'm not personally. I still think that these land spots are something that are really necessary to compete for, and whether we're watching a battle for first place or a battle for fifth place, seeing which team ends up qualifying for land, I think I'd still be happy with that. But it's just kind of sad to see a region that used to be, considered the most competitive, if not the second most competitive region, just kind of descend into this, one trio region with everybody else just kind of staying back. But that's all for today. Thank you for watching.